Right, let's now shift our focus to China. A notorious serial killer has been executed. Her name was Lao Rongzhi. Let me put a face on it. This is what she looked like. She used to be a primary school teacher. Yes, a school teacher. Imagine the number of kids who were exposed to this criminal. Fortunately, nothing bad happened at that time. In 1993, she met her boyfriend, Fa Ziying. In 1996, the trouble began. Lao's crimes began to surface. For 3 years, she committed murders, abductions and robberies. Fa Ziying, her boyfriend, was her partner in crime. They did their dirty work in southeast China, mainly in the cities of Nanchang, Wenzhou, Shangzhou and Hefei. Lao worked as a hostess in entertainment venues. Her job was to look for targets. She would spot rich people. Fa would commit the violence. First, they kidnapped individuals to extort money. How much? More than 100,000 yuan or $14,000. They also threatened to acquire their property. Eventually, the couple turned to murdering people. They killed 7 in total. Lao was directly involved in killing 5 of them. In one case, the duo murdered a couple and their 3-year-old child. Yes, they didn't even spare a child. First, they killed the family. Then, Lao mutilated the body of the male victim. Then the two went on to rob their home. The couple was on the police's radar. In 1999, the authorities finally got a hold of them. Fa was out collecting ransom. He thought his victim had gone to collect cash. But in reality, she had gone to call the cops. Fa was caught red-handed, but he helped Lao evade by lying to the cops. He was executed later that year. Lao was still on the run. For 2 decades, she managed to elude Chinese authorities. She adopted various aliases, worked odd jobs, lay low, and fooled the police, all until 2019. She was working at a mall in Xiamen, selling watches. That's when a police database helped identify her as a fugitive that they had been seeking for 20 years. She was charged with murder, kidnapping and robbery. In 2020, Lao was hauled before the court. When her trial began, she apologized to the families of the victims with tears in her eyes. She also offered money as compensation, even though she didn't have much in her bank account. She claimed that she didn't mean to hurt anyone, that in truth, she was trapped in an abusive relationship with Fa Ziying, her boyfriend, who forced her into these crimes. You see, Lao decided to play the victim card. She further claimed that she had 4 abortions while she was with Fa and was battered by him. She alleges that her boyfriend would beat her up, choke her, torture her. When she talked of breaking up, he threatened to kill her family. She says, and I quote, "I didn't want to kill anyone, I just wanted to live." Now, we don't know how much of this can be believed, so take it all with a pinch of salt. This is a cold-blooded serial killer we are talking about. She had murdered, mutilated and committed heinous crimes. She had destroyed families. Reports say that one of the victims had 3 very bright children, but none of them could finish schooling because of the trauma. In 2021, Lao was handed the death penalty by an intermediate court. In 2022, the sentence was upheld by the High Court. Once the top court approved the decision, Lao was finally executed. It took the police 20 long years to get a hold of her. The Chinese media is now reporting that justice has been served. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.